Hello, welcome to my happy spot. How are you guys doing today? Let's create a cute Christmas pillow. I love the idea of creating home decor that's quick and easy to use, and with Chalk Couture, it is. I'm going to be using ink on this project today because I am going to chalk on this pillowcase. It's adorable, it's fuzzy, it's furry, it's velvety. And we are going to use this transfer right here, this cute snowman, and it says, "You need to chill." During the Christmas season, we know we're all busy, and we hate to sit down unless it's time to wrap presents, and then we have to force ourselves to. So with this on your couch, when you come in the door, you'll know it's time to sit down, relax, have a cup of cocoa, and have a good time relaxing, watching some movies, and just taking some time for yourself. So since we're using fabric, we are going to use ink. And with ink, you always want to protect the surface that's underneath where you're inking, because the ink is permanent. So wherever you ink, it's going to be there regardless of whether you wash it or not. So I'm going to find the zipper in this little cutie patootie. Here it is. It's kind of a hidden zipper. And I did put this link in the comments. If you comment the word chill, C-H-I-L-L, check your messages. I'll send you a message with the link to everything I'm using today. And it makes it easy for you to replicate what I am doing. So this that I just put in here is our chalk mat. It's plastic, it's sticky, and it protects the back side of your fabric and your work surface below. Okay, so I'm just going to place it in here, and I'm going to try and center it. I think I'm going to go ahead and zip it up just to make sure it's even. Now, right now, I've got a bunch of bumps. I don't want those bumps. I want this to be smooth. I want to know where my zipper is. So I'm just going to go ahead and lift this up, lift my fabric up, and smooth it down. And because it's sticky, it will stay in place, and it will not move around. Okay. So I've got my fabric smoothed out. My zipper pull is right here, so I know that that's how I want it. I have my transfer right here. Let me see if I'm positioned good on my video. Yeah. Okay, so this is my transfer. These are reusable between 8 and 12 times, so you can churn out pillows like crazy. Give them as gifts. I'm going to go ahead and separate the green, which is the silk screen, and it's sticky on the back. I'm going to separate it from this backer. The backer you want to save because it's what protects your transfer when you store it from any things like dust, pet hair, stuff like that. So it'll protect it. Okay, so now I am going to center this on here. Let me see. My zipper. And I don't think this is really has to be straight, because you're just going to kind of throw the pillow on the couch, and wherever it lands, it lands. Now what you do want to do is smooth this silk screen down so that there's not any air bubbles near this silk screen. As you can see, wherever this design is, where there's holes, that's a silk screen. Your ink is going to go through those holes down to the surface below and create a perfect little design on your fabric. So I am using ink tonight. This is bright white. I'm going to do it only one color. This is going to be a very simple live tonight, guys. And Chalk Couture really is so easy. The hardest part, I think, is getting the materials, deciding on a project and getting the materials together. So I hope that I'm helping you with that process by suggesting ideas, trying to get you in the creative spirit of making things. Just because I make this on a red pillow doesn't mean you can make it on a blue pillow, or that you couldn't make it on a cloth pillow, or on a poster, on a piece of paper and frame it. You can do so many things with these transfers, but this is one idea that I thought you would like. I've got my squeegee. I'm going to go ahead and get some white ink on my squeegee. Woo! And you don't want to do what I just did. You don't want to spill that ink because it will be permanent. So I'm going to start, I'm going to place my squeegee down, not right on top of the silk screen, but right above it, because it will help prevent bleeding. And bleeding happens when your paste finds another way to go through that silk screen, and it's not completely contained within that area that you want it to be. So I'm just smoothing this over that silk screen. With ink, it's best to go one direction only. Does that mean I always go one direction? No. But what I do focus on is getting everything covered. I have extra. I'm going to go ahead and slide it back into my jar so I don't waste. I'm going to give it one more follow over just to kind of get rid of some of those lines from the squeegee going over it, kind of like a brush stroke, but it's a squeegee stroke. I'm also trying to make the thickness of ink consistent on my design. I'm looking to make sure I got everything covered, and I believe I did. So once again, I'm going to slide my extra back into my jar. I'm going to put this into my water bath over here so I can clean it. It cleans up with water. And I am going to cap up my ink, and I'm going to check my hands. Do you see that I've got lots of white on it? Lots of white. You want to make sure you don't have any on your hands because you're going to peel up this transfer. So here we go, guys. I wonder if I could show you without messing this up. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to peel it down so you can see. Look at that! Wow! I love it so far. We're going to heat set this in just a second. I'm going to set it aside carefully. I'm going to show you how to clean the transfer. I've got it down on my surface. I am going to spray it with some water. Just regular tap water. I'm going to use a paper towel to get off my first layer of paste, which is my thickest layer of paste. I'm going to get my board eraser. I did put board erasers in the shopping cart. Now, if you don't need board erasers, take them out of the shopping cart. If you don't need a squeegee, you can remove it. So that shopping cart is customizable. I put in white paste. If you want black paste, you can change it for black paste. So get what you need. The shopping cart's purpose is to make it quick and easy for you to find what I have created and the supplies for that. And it's a starting point. You can add more than that. We also have a bunch of specials right now. The Black Friday specials are going on. So every day we have a doorbuster product, and we have specials that change. So you want to make sure you're checking those out. Every month we have a color of the month. So we have a new color of the month this month. They are only offered until I believe the 15th of the month or until supplies run out. So if you see something that you like, make sure that you get it. Okay, I've cleaned my transfer. I can see through it. It's clean. That means I can reuse it. I'm just wiping off the back side of the sticky side easily and gently so it doesn't harm that, because we do like that property of the sticky back. I'm going to smooth it back down on my backer. Make sure it's dry before I put it in the cellophane wrapper. So I always save these packets so that I can store my design back in here. The back will tell me the name of the design and the year that it put out. So these, I like to keep those. But I do want to make sure this is dry before I contain it in an airtight situation. Now, before you can heat press this, you want to make sure it's completely dry. So I'm going to use my quick dry tool, and I'm going to dry this. Uh-oh, I do have some ink up at the top that I didn't want. Let me see. I do have a couple spots. My hands must not have been clean as I thought. Now this is permanent, but I'm hoping that if I get it soon enough, and this is a disinfectant wipe for this material, I think I got it off, but I wouldn't count on that. Basically, it's permanent once you do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this tool do all the work. This tool is called a heat tool, a quick dry tool, and it's not really hot. It does blow really well. but it makes a quicker job of drying your materials than leaving it to dry overnight. I usually do like to leave my inked projects out to dry overnight, but since this is a quick live at that, I'm going to go ahead and dry it in front of you so you can see how I can heat set it, and then it will be a permanent design, and it will be ready to throw on your couch. You can cuddle with it. You can get a blanket and use it that way. Have you guys tried ink yet? Have you tried any of our fun designs? I've never done this fabric on a pillow yet, and I really do like it. It's nice. It's nice. Oh, and you know what I should have done? Before I dry this with my quick dry tool, I really should take out my heat mat because it could melt in there. So I'm just going to remove my heat mat from here carefully so I don't mess up my design. And if you need to wipe it, this looks clean. But if you need to wipe it down, you can just wipe it with disinfectant wipes and it cleans right up. I'm going to continue drying this just a little bit. Let me know what you guys think so far. You know, what are your favorite icons of Christmas? I know the baby Jesus, the manger, the star. But from a childhood point of view, do you have a favorite Christmas symbol? Could it be a Christmas tree? It could be a lot of things, but one of my favorite things is a snowman. We used to have a big old inflatable snowman in our yard up until last year, and it was like 8 or 10 feet tall. I loved it. It was so cute. It really put me in the festive spirit. We don't have it now. It got a hole in it and we had to retire it, but I'm hoping to get another one. Another thing I really like are Christmas lights, obviously, and the deer, the reindeer, like Rudolph and his deer, Santa and his sleigh. What are your favorites? I'm going to go ahead and touch this lightly to see if it's dry. If it feels tacky still, I know it needs a little bit of more drying time. This feels good. Okay, so now I'm going to heat set it. Now I have a Cricut Easy Press. I'm going to go ahead and heat it to 305 degrees. And I'm going to do it for 30 seconds. Now if you don't have a Cricut Easy Press, you can use an iron. Just use medium heat. It's going to take you about 4 minutes though. And you have to keep on moving it around. Don't use any steam. And it will heat it. You have to do both sides. So the Cricut Easy Press is a savior. It's really quick and easy because you only have to do it 30 seconds each side. Now I have one of the very original Cricut Easy Presses, and sometimes it's not big enough. So if you're thinking about an Easy Press, if you want to put it on your wish list, I would maybe think about getting the longer one. And I know they have 2 different versions out now. Get the one that's a little bit bigger because some of our designs are bigger. This one I might have to do it in 2 different pressings. But when we're doing some of our heat transfers, they don't like to be moved around at all. They like down without moving and heat set. So I just want to offer that as a suggestion. If you have it on your mind to put that on your Christmas list, a heat press, I think I would go for the larger one. It's a little more expensive, and of course it all depends on your finances, but the larger one, you're not going to feel remorse because you have a bigger design and you don't want to move it around. So I've been kind of looking at the bigger ones. I do have a full-blown heat press back here, and I can use that, but it's not as easy to show you guys live on my videos, and it takes a while to heat up. And to tell you the truth, the area it's in is a little crowded. It's a little crowded with stuff, so I have to clean it off first. And then you have to make sure you really do unplug it and make sure it's not overheating anything. So I love my Easy Press. That's all I'm going to say. I love my Easy Press. So if you want one, maybe it's a good idea to put it on your Christmas list. And we'll see how this white ink turns out. Sometimes when I do white ink, it tends to look a little pink. Let's see. Okay, so it's not quite as white as it was. You guys see that steam coming off? But it still looks great. I'm going to go ahead and turn it inside out. And this, I don't know if I told you about this. This is just like a heat-resistant foam mat that I like to put on top of my surfaces so I'm not heating my surface up. And also it gives it a little bit of cushion, which helps. Okay. I'm a little concerned about the zipper here. You know what? I think I'm going to put my heat press inside because I don't want the imprint of that zipper. When I iron it, it's going to put that imprint of the zipper, and I don't want it to. So I'm just going to go ahead and go 30 seconds in a couple different passes here. And then we'll be done. And I don't plan on really washing this pillow, but I always use ink on fabric. It'll be permanent. It won't flake if you're storing something for a while, which, you know, I do a lot of paste designs and I absolutely love them. And I do seal them with an acrylic sealer, a clear one. But if I were to ink or paste on fabric, which you could do, it could, you know, when you put them away, you tend to fold them, roll them, whatever, and it could flake off a little bit. So I always try to make it a habit of using ink when I'm doing a design. Oops. And I didn't get my pillow form. Let me get out my pillow form and show you guys. But this is what it looks like. It's all heat pressed. It's now permanent. I'll be right back. Okay, these are my forms to go inside. I did get these online, and there should be 2 of them here. So that means I've got another pillowcase coming, and I'm going to be doing another pillow in the future. Let's see. Okay. So I did put the link to this in my messages, so if you want it, go ahead and comment the word chill, C-H-I-L, because remember it says you need to chill. And check your messages. I will send you a link or a message that contains a link to things. Now, one thing I want you to consider before you purchase is that if you become a Perks member, you will automatically get 30% off everything that you order. So consider signing up for Perks. It's $20 a month. It is kind of an ongoing program, but you can cancel. You get $20 back in product credit every month. So you'll pay $20, but get $20 back in product credit. And it'll give you a 30% discount on everything you buy. Okay, so here's my zipper. It's all zipped up. And here's my pillow. It's ready for my couch. Give it a heart if you love it. Let me know if you'll make one of these. Quick and easy, they'll bring me some joy and my visitors my home joy. So that's it for today. A complete project just in a few minutes. All you have to do is get your supplies to your house, and I've tried to make it easy for you by creating a shopping link that'll help you out ordering your supplies. All right, remember to watch next time. I'll be on again soon. We all know our times are very busy during this season, but I'm going to be on again soon, and I hope you'll watch. Thank you so much. Share with someone you know that loves crafting, and I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye.